Unforeseen failure can feel like a sucker punch to the throat, but they're actually the best stepping stones for success if you have the right mindset. What's up, everyone? Welcome back into another episode of Fast and Focus, where we dive into topics that go beyond traditional self-discipline. My name is Zach Matthews. I'm the head coach over here at Fast and Focus, and today I want to talk about how to adapt to unforeseen failures when they blindside us on our journey. In this episode, we're going to talk about the inevitability of setbacks. We're going to talk about the benefits of failure. Yes, you heard me correctly. And then we're also going to talk about the reason that we should welcome failure with open arms. As high performers, we need to embrace the fact that failures and setbacks, they're an integral part of the journey towards success. Even the most accomplished people, the ones that we all look up to and idolize, they have faced failures along their journey. Michael Jordan, he's won 6 NBA championships with the Bulls, right? Everybody praises him for that. Everybody loves him for that, right? But he played a total of 13 seasons with the Bulls. So in other words, his seasons ended in a loss more times than they ended in a championship. Warren Buffett, considered to be the most successful investor of the 20th century. He's been given that title. But he acknowledges there have been moments in his tenure with Berkshire Hathaway where that company has lost 46% of its value. Obviously, they recovered from that, but still, it was during his tenure as chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He had to adapt and overcome. John Wooden, he's won 10 NCAA championships as head coach of the UCLA Bruins men's basketball team, including a record-setting 7 straight championships in a row. But he didn't win his first championship until his 18th season as their basketball coach. As Winston Churchill famously said, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it's the courage to continue that counts. Now, whenever we're talking about failure and putting a positive spin on it, you always hear people try to use that blanket statement of it's a great opportunity for you to learn, right? Everybody's eyes rolls when they hear that. But what does that really mean? I want to dive a little deeper into that statement because there is some truth to it, but I want to give you some proof. So I've given you 4 things here, 4 benefits of failure that you can look forward to when we embrace it versus try to run from it. So the first one is that it increases our adaptability. It forces us to adapt. Very few things in this life force us to adapt besides good stress, and failure presents that for us. It leads to the refinement of our goals and strategies so that you're not just avoiding that failure in the future, but you're also creating a more sustainable plan along the way that helps you maintain the results that you're going after. All right, so the second benefit of failure that we can look forward to and kind of focus on is that it enhances our self-awareness. Now, this is a great opportunity for all my business-minded people out there to do a SWOT analysis of yourself. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Nothing helps you realize those things more than failure. Failure reveals those areas for improvement and personal growth that you can focus on during your journey to create sustainable results. Now, as you can see on the screen there, number 3, the third benefit of failure is that it sharpens our problem-solving skills. Now, Here's the interesting paradox with problem-solving skills. You can't build them unless you're undergoing hardship. If you never go through failure in your life, you're never going to build your problem-solving skills. Doesn't matter how many books you read or how many online classes you take. Nothing is going to help you build problem-solving skills until you undergo some sort of failure. Repetitive failure is the best solution for this. Now, failure prompts us and forces us to find the root cause and come up with a creative solution to the issue so that we can avoid it in the future. The development of effective problem-solving skills is something that can help you overcome those obstacles in the long term. All right, so the fourth and final benefit of failure that we can look forward to through hardship and setbacks is that it helps us build resilience. Now, I have the perfect story to kind of sum up what I mean by that. So the head pastor at my church actually did a sermon on building resilience a few weeks back, had this awesome story that he shared that I thought I wanted to share with you guys as well. So basically, a couple years ago, he took a trip to New Zealand. I'm not sure if it was for missionary purposes or what, but he stayed with a buddy who had been living there for like 5 to 10 years, right? So he'd been there a while. And my pastor noticed that while he was there, there wasn't a single bird in the air. He didn't see one bird flying while he was there his entire stay. So he decided to ask his buddy about it. He said, hey man, I've noticed that I haven't seen a bird in the sky since I got here. What's up with that? And his buddy said, basically he's like, think of where we are. New Zealand is a tropical paradise. Maybe not tropical, but it's a paradise. There are no predators here. So those birds don't have to run away from anything that's trying to eat them. So over generations of reproduction or evolution or whatever you want to call it, these birds haven't had to fly. And so some of the species don't even have the capability to fly anymore. They don't have the capability to do the one thing that God put them on the earth to do that separates them from the top of the food chain, that being flight. So I say all that to say that is the importance of building resilience. When we think about failure, we always think about the things that we did, or that it's our fault, or it's something that can't be overcome. But the failure is not fatal, as Winston Churchill pointed out. The failure is going to help you. It's going to help you provide this stepping stone to greatness. It's going to separate you. Just like Michael Jordan, in the 7 of his 13 seasons that didn't end in NBA championships, those made him stronger. Those helped him understand what he needed to work on to get to that next level. Before they ever won a championship, in the documentary Last Dance, he talks about, when they went up against the Detroit Pistons in the NBA playoffs, the Pistons kicked them out because they were just stronger than them. They were meaner than them. So Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and the rest of the team spent that whole offseason bulking up and getting stronger so that would never happen again. That failure showed them that they weren't quite there yet, and they still had improvements to make before they could get to the ultimate prize. All right, everybody, so there we have it. Those are the benefits of failure. Those are the reasons that you should welcome failure and setbacks with open arms, as if they were a long-lost friend. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Fast and Focused podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss another episode and you can stay supported and motivated on your journey to self-improvement. Remember, failure is not the end. It's a vital chapter in your success, and everybody goes through it. So stay focused forward, stay resilient, and keep focusing on the journey ahead.